What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's time to dive into some new treats and pastries, and for this video we are going to be reviewing Cinnabon. Cinnabon is a US-based company that's famous for cinnamon rolls. Now, I don't remember the last time I had a proper cinnamon roll, especially the American kind. Where I'm from in Austria, we do have something like a cinnamon roll, but it translates to a cinnamon snail because it has the swirl, you know. And as far as my knowledge goes, the classic American cinnamon roll consists of a yeast-based dough, while the kind that I grew up eating was more like a puff pastry. So this is kind of new territory. I've heard a lot about Cinnabon, but I've never ever tried them, so we got a variety pack to test out all of their flavors. The cinnamon rolls come in this turquoise box. This is the company's signature color, kind of like the Tiffany's blue. Here you have the logo. I like how the logo looks. Kind of looks old school, a bit sophisticated, even though it's quite frankly the opposite. On top it tells you heat to eat. Well, yeah, because that breaks down all the fat. They actually warn you to not refrigerate it. I think if you would refrigerate one of these, it would literally turn into a piece of rock solid fat. But hey, I guess that gives me a good guarantee that it's gonna be delicious. I'm telling you, the smell, it's filling up the room. It smells cozy and festive. Let's dive right in. Oh my God. Now these look intense. They did not hold back on the topping, the sauces. Yeah, they really cleared the bench with this one. Now, before you ask why these are so small, these are the cinnamon mini buns because I just got these for research purposes and they were more affordable than the big ones. We are gonna start things off with the classic cinnamon roll. This is what it looks like. You can really see the nice swirl. Comparing it to the kind of cinnamon roll I grew up with, which I said is kind of like a puff pastry, it's a lot flatter. It has that signature white frosting on top that I've seen everywhere. It looks very moist and yeah, very comforting. Let's give it a good bite. Oh wow. Yeah, look inside. This is really good. Okay, I need to concentrate. It is very sweet, but I can tell that's mainly the frosting because that's mainly made up of sugar. The cinnamon is the most dominant flavor, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. Even though there's that really sweet topping, the cinnamon is what you get, that hit of cozy cinnamon. The cinnamon roll itself, maybe if it was a little warmer, it would be much softer. I think if it was borderline hot, it would be perfect, but this is, as far as I'm concerned, a really good cinnamon roll. The next cinnamon roll that we're gonna be trying is the caramel lovers. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there's still a whole lot of cinnamon in there. It's mainly the topping that changed. There's a pure caramel swirl, and I assume the same white sauce that they had on the other one, but this one looks like it was dyed or flavored with caramel. Let's give it a generous bite. Whoa, okay, now hold on. This is overstimulating. I like that all of them seemingly have the same cinnamon roll base and they just change the toppings. That's good. That way the cinnamon flavor doesn't get lost, but it definitely gets lost a whole lot more in this one than the other one. Even more than in the first cinnamon roll, the topping here is way too sweet. It feels like they added even more sugar, probably real caramel, and it's just too much. And honestly, it doesn't even really taste like caramel. It's just even sweeter and there's a richer flavor to it. I definitely prefer the classic Cinnabon cinnamon roll over the caramel lovers one, because even for the caramel lovers, this does not taste as much as caramel as it could. Now, I'm a little bit afraid of the next one. This is the Oreo Bon. America goes crazy for Oreos. I don't know what it is, but this is obviously an Oreo inspired and flavored cinnamon roll. I got no clue what the most dominant flavor is going to be. I still hope it's the cinnamon, otherwise it kind of misses the point. Oh my God, Jesus. Just like that, diabetes detected. This is too much. This is crazy. My favorite part is the actual cocoa cookie of the Oreo on top because it barely tastes like anything. The chocolate sauce is not sauce, it's chocolate syrup. The strongest flavor and sugar, and there's just way too much going on. I think that this cinnamon roll, because they call it the Oreo Bon, would do a lot better if they added real cocoa into the cinnamon mixture that they actually put inside the roll, because that would support the topping. And then, you know, go a little easy on the topping. Because at the end of the day, cinnamon rolls to me are a comfort food. A comfort food that I don't really indulge in just because I didn't grow up eating it, and I don't know, I'm not too familiar with it, not familiar enough to be craving it. And I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna get any comfort from all of these overpowering flavors. I literally feel the sugar in the back of my throat. Oof. The next cinnamon roll that we're gonna be trying is the caramel pecan cinnamon roll. I love pecan, I love nuts in general on my pastries, and you can see there's a whole lot on here. They were generous with the nuts, which I love, because nuts can get expensive here in the US. But hey, to them, obviously money's not an object. They sprinkled those nuts on top like icing sugar. I love it. Let's give it a good bite. Mmm. Okay. Two thoughts. Number one, definitely better than the normal caramel lover cinnamon roll because they obviously have the same sauce. With this one, I do feel like they added more of the classic white sauce. That's why it's not too rich and heavy. Thought number two, probably my second favorite cinnamon roll so far after the classic one, just because I love the crunch and because there are so many other flavors going on. They really just add a subtle and more neutral note into the whole experience in your mouth. Don't get me wrong, the flavor carousel is very packed, but the nuts kind of save it from collapsing. The last cinnamon roll flavor that they gave me in my variety pack is the Turtle Bon. Turtle is a very popular pastry flavor here in America. It's a mix of caramel chocolate and all sorts of things. It's supposed to look like a turtle. There's turtle cookies, turtle cakes, turtle muffins, and turtle bons. The fact that they also have these nuts on there, a whole lot less, but they're there, gives me a good feeling. But I also see the chocolate syrup, so this might be when worlds collide. Oh my God, okay. Please, no. This one really took me out. Not only is it way too sweet because of the chocolate syrup and the caramel syrup, the nuts also get lost completely. I said earlier that the nuts on the previous bun were kind of what saved it from being way too much. Here, we have less nuts and more sauce, more of the bad kind of sauce, and it's not working. I hate to say it, but for the turtle bun, the nuts are like an army of soldiers completely outnumbered by the army of the sauces. It's too much. It's not working. It's like multiple nightmares coming together to make a lasting trauma. Overall, I do have to say, my experience with Cinnabon was a whole lot more pleasant than I thought it was gonna be, especially with that classic cinnamon roll flavor that we tried first. That was spot on, and in my opinion, that's the most important flavor, because if you're known for cinnamon rolls, that's what you base your whole business on. The others, you know, hit or miss, probably also depends on what you're into yourself. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Obviously, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you tried Cinnabon? Do you like any of the unconventional flavors? There's no judgment, I'm just curious. Also, if you think of any other viral foods, snacks, treats, or pastries that you guys would like me to get and try for the very first time together here with you guys on camera, I will get my hands on them somehow and make it work. Until then, see you soon and take care. Bye.